Hi guys, how are we all doing? Long time no see. Thank you so much for joining me for my video today. So I've actually not done a video in a little while. To be honest, I've not done it since mid-December, I think, beginning to mid-December, because that's when I left my job and obviously things were then not in the same routine that I was in, and it threw me off a little bit. So today's video is going to just be a little bit of a check-in, catch-up. I'm going to count up my binders and my Monzo, see what we've got, and then, yeah, just take it from there, and I will then do like a little bit of a cash stuff in and just give you guys some updates on where I'm at. So, updates on where I'm at, first of all. I left my full-time job to go self-employed. Obviously, like, I knew it would take a bit of time to build up. I was in quite a good position where I was with my client base and stuff, so that was really good. Obviously Christmas was a really busy time, and I did have a job lined up to start working part-time just to give myself extra income that I knew was guaranteed, and yeah, because I've always got things planned to save for and obviously all that sort of stuff. So that was the plan. However, when it came to starting that job, I actually decided that it just wasn't for me. I'm not even really going to go massively into it, but it was making my mental health feel not great, even just thinking about this job and starting it and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I decided this job wasn't for me. I didn't start this job. So currently where I'm at is self-employed. So obviously I need to figure out now how I pay myself, like how that pay cycle is going to work, because I've never done that before. I've always just had like a steady set amount coming in on a certain day of the month and whatever. So yeah, if anybody has any tips or is in that same position, let me know how it works for you. So obviously, like, every day that I'm working, every week, whatever, there's money coming into like my business account. So I think I'll obviously need to decide like how much I'm paying myself, what's tax, what's rent, what's stock, like all that sort of stuff. So I think at the minute it's just going to be a bit all over the place, just until I find my flow with that, basically. I also do, I get a little bit of money from like a little bit of a benefit sort of money, which will also help to like tide over with bills and stuff. It's not like job seekers or anything like that. It's like a disability money. So that's where I'm at with income at the minute. So what I'm going to do is I do have some money that I need to cash stuff, but I've not taken it out of the bank yet. I do still have a couple of weeks in my envelope here. I actually had recorded a video a few days ago before I was due to start this new job, but I've decided not to post that just because basically the information in it is completely irrelevant now. But in that video I did have some money to cash stuff. It was like leftover money that had just kind of been rolling through my purse, and then I'd sat down a couple of weeks ago and worked out some money off of my last wage from my full-time job, and I'd filled up my weeks and left money in my bank, whatever. So yeah, I did cash stuff, some money in my last video, which was like £45 and then some coins. So that was that. So we're not doing that at the minute. I will do a separate video with a weekly check-in probably at the end of this week, and maybe do a bit of a cash stuff in. But this is just to catch you guys up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through my binders, count up what I've got. This will help me decide what binders and what envelopes I definitely need as sinking funds, even just as like a bare minimum for the time being, and then we could add some back in later if we need to. So I'm just going to go through them, see what we've got. I've got my iPad at the side of me to go through Monzo as well. But I'm just going to write them all out as they are because that's how I had them. So Home Bits is one that I would like to keep, but it's absolutely obviously not essential. It's currently got 0 in it. Me, this is just money that I give myself every month. It's got £5 in it, just to treat myself, like buy myself anything, go for a massage, get my eyebrows done, get my lashes done, like anything like that. So we've got £5 in there. I obviously would like to keep all of these envelopes, but I need to just figure it out. So fun money's got 20, 40, 50 and £60, which is good because that's from like December. So we've got 60 in there. Clothing has got 0. Gifting, it did have £5 I think, and then I added another 5 in when I done my video a few days ago, so that's got 10. I do have a separate gifting binder, which is for the people I definitely buy gifts for. This is just for like gifting, giving, donations, birthdays that I've forgotten about, like anything like that. Health has got 15. I think basically I just, now that everything's changed, I just basically need to start from scratch with my categories and all that sort of stuff. Just see what's a priority, what's less of a priority, what I need money for, what could wait, just, yeah, reevaluate it all. So there was £10 in hobbies. Events, now I have been putting money in here because I've got tickets on my credit card that I need to pay back, so I need to put this to that. So I've got 20, 40, 50, 60 and £70 in there, which I have quite a lot of tickets that I've bought on my credit card, which is not ideal, but we move. Mum's 60th, which is officially this year, we've got 110. Obviously I do want quite a bit more than that. I probably want to save maybe 400 if I can. Effort fund / rainy day has got 150 in Monzo, 20, 30, 40, 50. What am I doing? Sorry, I'm just getting myself confused. So 150 in Monzo, 70, 80, 90, 110. I actually will, I just remembered that I need to check my Monzo alongside this. So I'll write them all down and then I'll check Monzo and just make sure it reflects. Actually, no, I better not because I'll get myself confused that way. Right, bear with. So what did we say? So Mum's 60th had 100 in Monzo. I'm just double checking that that's correct. Yep, that's correct. And then rainy day effort fund had 150 and then 10. Yep, that is, no, 100 and then, no, 100. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Right, 150, so it's 210 in there. Wow. So 50, 70, 80, 90, 210. Yeah, so there's 210 in there. So 150 in Monzo is correct. Home Bits actually has a pound in it in Monzo, but I'm just going to move that over somewhere else. Car, so my MOT is actually due at the end of the month. So in Monzo we should have £150, which is... Yep, that's correct. And then £15, so 165 in there. Okay. Okay, so that is it for my sinking funds binder. Onto my priority, or my higher priority. We have got trips, which Monzo has nothing, so I think that should be correct. So in here we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, which is good. This money is actually for, I'm going to a lodge at the end of the month for my friends, just as like a belated birthday trip. So we're all £91 for the lodge, and then the rest will go towards like food and drinks if it's needed. Dentist has got 500 in Monzo, which there's actually 510, so just because of interest. So I'm actually going to colour in another tooth just to reflect that. Wrong one. I always do that. Right, so that's that. So we've got 510 in Monzo, 30, 40 and 50. So £550 in dentist. Emergency fund has got, so 500, 600, 750. No, so it's not actually got all that because I had to take money out for my tyre. So emergency fund has got £580 in Monzo. Just write that there. That had 510 Monzo. So 580, and then we've got 20, 40, 60, 70. So that's £650. So I'm going to actually put that in the bank, and then we'll have the 650 in Monzo. Gosh, I'm getting confused. Right, so we're going to put that 650 in there, and then I'm actually going to put the £70 into the bank. Right, I had to write this down. Back to bank. E-fund, what did I say, 70 fund. Right, so then that's got 650. Okay, that was confusing, but it's fine. Also what I'm going to do is I'm going to put £10 from dentist just to balance it out, because dentist has got what do I need to do? Yeah, so I need to put the whole £40 in, and then that'll have 550. I did not plan on doing a condensing as I was here, but let's just go for it. So dentist is getting £40 just to build that up to the whole 550. Right, moving on. Sorry, I hope that didn't confuse people too much. Right, home maintenance. Home maintenance has got... My iPad's given up and went to sleep. There we go. Home maintenance should have 550 in Monzo, which it has 560. I'm getting confused. 560, 20, 40, 50, 60. So there's 560 in Monzo. And then here we've got 20, 40, 50, 60. So that is 620 in total. Yeah, I think I'm just going to come back to condensing because, yeah, I'm getting really confused here. I'm going to put the money back. Sorry guys, sorry for this confusion. I'm putting the money back where I was just taking it from because I feel like I'm going to get myself confused. So that's all going back, and then I will probably sort that out off camera just to save any more confusion. Right, home maintenance 620, and then Christmas is obviously empty, but we will be restarting it. So that's got 0. And then I've got some money in there which is nail money, like earnings, but I need to sort all that out with like tax and stuff. Okay, the gifting binder has got £20. So we're on track for that just now. We've got 20 in there, and then my £1 challenge. I'm not even going to count all these coins. £1 challenge has got 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's got 37. And then I'm just going to grab my iPad because my Monzo has got my savings account in it as well. And I'm just going to check that there's nothing else anywhere else. No, there's not. So savings. It's annoying because Monzo keeps telling me that my savings is going down, like the percentage, which is very annoying. We've got 3880 in there, so that is good. And then I'm just checking my other account. I've got a business account on Monzo as well, which I need to sort out, but obviously I'll do that like separately. Okay, so let's just count this up and just see what we've got in total. So we've got 5, 60, 10, 15, 10, 70, 110, 210, 165, 120, 120. Then there was, oh no, don't do that, 550, 650, 620, 20, 37, and 3880. 880. Okay, so in total we've got £6,632 across all of my savings and sinking funds. Perfect. Okay, so now that that's done, that is a good help for me to go and sort everything else out. One other thing I did want to do while I was on today was I finally got and printed off a mini penny savers challenge. That's from This Girl Budgets. I just bought it on Etsy and printed and laminated it myself just there. So what we'll do, I've got a load of change here. I'm going to pause this while I tip it out because it'll be so noisy. So 2 seconds. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count up all of this coin, and then we can start marking it off. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pound and 50s. So we'll go £6, £6. Then we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, £1. And then 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 40, 2, 4, 6, 8, 50, 2, 4, 6, 8, 60, 2, 4, 6, 8, 70, 2, 4, 6, 8, 80, 2, 4, 6, 8, 90, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, £1. Another pound. Just dropped the penny, but I think I caught it because I didn't hear it fall. Where's it gone? I don't know where that went. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So £17 and 8 pence. So £17 and 8 pence. Let me just pop this in the jar. Sorry, I hope this is not really loud. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so £17 and 8 pence. So let's mark off. Starting with the highest, which is £2. So we'll take off £2. And then £1.99. £1.98, £1.97, £1.96, £1.95, £1.94, £1.93, and then £1.36. There we go. Perfect. So that is my penny challenge, my mini penny challenge made a start on. So it saves £201. So hopefully it'll not take us too long to complete that. I hope it's not very I hope you can see it is what I'm trying to say. So yes, that is that. I'm probably just going to keep it in with my £1 coin thing because they tend to go hand in hand. So that is that done. Perfect. So I think that was all for me for my check-in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go away and just have a look at my cat. There's the penny now. The penny finally dropped. Yeah, I'm going to go away and have a look at my categories, see what I've got where, figure out what are essential categories, what my potential, well, my estimated earnings are, and just sort all that out, and I will come back and probably give you guys another little bit of an update and a bit of a cash stuffing as well. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. It is a bit different from my previous videos I've done, mostly because it's changed times. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop me a like and a comment below if you did, and I hope everyone's doing well, and I will speak to you all very soon. Bye.